Hello, this is Outer Region. We're going to be going over the tournament games for Turin's finals, or his tournament basically. So this is opponent 1, Maximillionare. I'll even show you how it goes. So you can see here, these are the opponents. I am way over here. I'm fighting Maximillionare. And the first game is Wood Elves versus Chaos Dwarves. So Wood Elves obviously fight very kitey, so they're gonna kite a lot. So I decided, you know what, we're not gonna value trade, we're gonna lose in value, so just bring all the cheapest little guys you can get some archers to shoot things down if we need to, and just push in and just go for a triple cap. What I didn't know was that there were these two Waystalkers right here, ready to just get this point from me. But yeah, you can see we're not doing too badly. You saw that we lost some models, but we're against Waywatchers, so that's bound to happen. We were trying to keep this point neutral for as long as possible so that we have time for our infantry to go up. We have Drazoath with his Flames of Asgore, and I think that's the only thing I brought apparently. Okay, that's fine. He has the Flock of Doom and Amber Spear, because Flock of Doom and Amber Spear... Oh yeah, so... Okay, I did not even know this happened. Wow. I was like looking at it kind of like this, I think. So when I came back, I'm like, oh, I took a lot of damage. I guess the Waywatchers and these guys fired at me. But no, that was the Arrows of Kurnus. I should have seen the Arrows of Kurnus come from there, but I did not see it. So I thought, okay, they're probably like here somewhere. So I did not notice that at all. Okay, cool. Anyway, I mostly did this to regroup my Hobgoblin Wolf Raider so I can like charge in to kill the Waywatchers potentially, and to also push over here with a bunch of Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits and also some cap later on to, as I said, triple cap him. I did not know that was where he used his Arrows of Kurnus from, but that makes sense. And yeah, because they move at different speeds, Chaos Dwarves are slower than Hobgoblins, so they kind of like bunched up, and that's how he did so much damage. Okay, I see now. I'm learning from just... what's that? I'm learning from just literally watching my replays. And as I said, my view was mostly like this way. So I'm like looking at this, moving these guys up, getting ready to attack, getting a triple cap. So I did not know that this was getting capped. But yeah, if I could have got a triple cap like this, and he was all here, we probably could have potentially won on a single cap later on, but we lost a lot of guys to the Arrows of Kurnus. We just did not do good overall. I think I used Flames of Asgore hoping that he wasn't paying attention, but he did. So, you know, things are happening pretty badly. But yeah, we are going to overwhelm this point. He has only 2 infantry. We're sending a lot of these guys in. And we will, at some point, cap this. And I thought, okay, as I said, I wasn't looking at here. Imagine that I did not know this at all. I was like, okay, I got a triple cap. He's playing very defensively. We could probably just like stuff him in and just like, you know, keep these guys in here, move these guys over, just make sure we don't lose this and we don't lose this. And I think later on I noticed my point getting lost, but that my point was lost, but not right now. And then we summon the train because the train is not super good against Wood Elves because they're gonna bring a lot of Dryads and they have immune to psychology, so they won't get terror outed. But the train is still fast. It can terror out the Cav. It does actually decent against overall Cav. So I thought, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's bring one train. And then he's bringing a bunch of Wild Riders, a lot of Glade Riders. He's going to summon a lot of Dryads later on. He does have the War Dancers, which they do fight decently against Chaos Dwarves as long as they don't get shot, because they have such high melee defense with that. They're not really damage dealers against Chaos Dwarves most of the time because they don't have too much armor piercing. But the Waywatchers at the very least are not doing too much. So, as I said, if we did not... Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm like, oh, God, he capped this. I gotta get this back real fast. Because we're going to lose this. And I'm like, okay, what can we even do here? So, just cap this. Just defend these 2 points. Fall back a little bit. Oh. Yeah, fall back a little. I think I do pull them back later on. Oh, God. Yeah, Arrows of Kurnus. Very strong right now. Most tournaments are limiting them to 1, but Turin didn't limit it to 1 on his tourney, so probably gonna have to ban Wood Elves next time. And I don't know why I'm like chasing so hard here, but I probably give the attack command and just forgot. No, I purposely made them attack. Fine. As I said, my train not doing too bad. He's not hurt at all. He got like 400 gold. The other guys are kind of dying though, and I'm just like, okay, well, we lost the value trade. We got like we couldn't triple cap him for that long because of that. So we're just like, okay, just sit here. Hope that we can kind of like hold out for longer. Hope that these Chaos Dwarves hold, at least distract them for a bit longer. And I might, wow, I keep like moving this somewhere. I hope that I might be able to get the triple cap soon. That was kind of the hope there. But yeah. And you can see that I'm trying to just chase down the Waystalkers. They probably used all their arrows of Kurnus at this point. Yeah, they did. But even then, killing them so that they don't give cap weight isn't a bad idea because they're kind of isolated. But, so I am trying to like, I move my Cav forward like this so that I can surround him a little bit better. But he just keeps getting like knocked back, so didn't go great for me. But we do have a double cap. You'll see that he has a lot of Cav, and the Cav charge do pretty good damage against infantry. And unfortunately, that's not great for me. And the Flock of Doomcaster doing decently. I think he used a bunch of Amber Spear. I don't think I've seen him do too much, but Flock of Doom is a more guaranteed way. Oh, Amber Spear? Nope. And yeah, he got Wild Riders. I think he has a regiment around here. The Wild Riders of Kurnus. We use this just to kill the Wild Riders and the Dryads. That did pretty good. It killed one of my guy, but he was going to die anyway, so I just said, whatever. And honestly, if I brought the, what's it called? His amulet that gives him ward save and the melee reflect, he probably could have done a little bit more damage there, but no. And we do route the Waystalker, but the thing is, routing foot characters, you can kind of see that he's just getting like pushed around. He doesn't really get damaged during that, I think. So you can see, oh, he did take some damage there, but now he's on the ground now. He's invulnerable, and he just on the ground. I think he got up now. It just takes too long to really kill them. And even though I do really want him dead, it's kind of like I got surrounded because it took too long to do it. So we just kind of have to give up on that at some point. We have a bunch of Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders and stuff like that, and we did manage to cap this, and we're going to try to defend it from the Dryads and all that, but we are very quickly just losing control of the situation. And Drazoweth, he at least does pretty good. I mean, there was one cast that didn't go very good, and we might do another one here or something, but yeah, you can kind of see where this is going though. The train at least the train got its value back pretty easily, so as long as it doesn't get like Waywatcher fired, it's not too bad. But other than that, just the big mistake was not noticing that the Waystalkers were like wrecking my infantry and that where they were. I should have honestly, hindsight, I should have noticed it, but I did not. And at some point I do tap out because it is definitely over. He's like 3,000 value ahead. He even if I get like a single cap, I don't really have a way to win, so we just tap it out. So yeah, as I said, very push to get the points. Just forget value trade kind of build. If I played that a bit better, I honestly think I could have won on just the caps alone, but it did not go great. And the Kadai Fireborn did very badly. Honestly, just get more trains. Waystalkers, I think they cost 750 with just the Arrows of Kurnus, so they did get their value back. Oh, the caster did pretty good too. The Waywatchers, they got their value. They got good value, but it took them like a while to do it, so that wasn't like too big of an issue. The Dryads didn't do good, but they gave cap weight, stuff like that. Yeah. Now, the second game was Norska versus Lizardmen. So I was kind of expecting something like this, the Dreadsaurian. So when you're fighting Lizardmen, their usual strat is kite you with the skinks or Shredder or like a Monster Mash. So I brought a build that is specifically made to be kind of resistant to it. Because obviously, Wolfric is very good with his lore of boats, but he does die. But Throg, on the other hand, he has like close to 2,000 more HP than him, with the Werekin giving the item which gives more armor and missile resist. They're pretty hard to kill. They're both regenerating, so even if the skinks fire at them a bunch, they'll just regenerate a lot of their health anyways. He got Frostbite, Anti-Large. Now, these two cannot beat a Dreadsaurian. You know, they're very good combat characters. They got Anti-Large, etc., etc. But the Dreadsaurian is just a monster. So you need a bunch of Javelins and Plague of Rust to annihilate them. Burning Head is decent against Skink Swarms, but against Cold One Night spam and like monsters, Plague of Rust and Searing Doom is very good. If you use Searing Doom on top of Cav, it does a lot of damage. Plague of Rust just annihilates things because it just lowers their armor. And you can see, I knew that these guys were coming over, but the Dreadsaurian was kind of sitting there, so I'm like, okay, let's just go and like hit the Skink Oracle like at least 1 or 2 times, and then we can just run away and regenerate our health. That was kind of the idea here. So we are doing some damage to him, and then we're going to run away because the Dreadsaurian is coming in. Although, yeah, Throg falls on his butt. The big issue with Throg is that when he falls down, he obviously doesn't do any damage. Honestly, if the Dreadsaurian like came in to attack, I think that would have been really good for him, but he didn't. The Skink Fire doesn't really matter, and because I see the Dreadsaurian is going away, and I know Nakai's a little bit slow, we're going to try to bonk him a little bit. I think that attack missed, unfortunately. And the Werekin is like stuck on Throg. Yeah, single entity combat can be like this. Like you can see, they're just following. Throg isn't even swinging his weapon right now. Classic janky combat. Anyway, we have a double cap. We're gonna pretty much bring him to us since he has a lot of skirmishers. We just need to like keep away from him. We have this to come and attack here if he decides to only bring the single entities over. We got the Marauder Javelin just kind of like holding position. So if he decides to bring in the Dreadsaurian, we can overcast Plague of Rust and potentially shoot him down. That's kind of the idea. And we have just one Marauder there to defend. We got a bunch of like, we're basically just be spamming Skin Wolves soon. So the biggest mistake with this build, I think, is Nakai is expensive. The Skink Oracle is expensive. And the Dreadsaurian is expensive. I think, especially the Skink Oracle, if you get like a really good down the line shot on the Skin Wolves, he can get a lot of value, but he is so expensive that I think it's just better to get like a Life Slant instead. So if you have a Life Slant here, you can send the Dreadsaurian in. If it takes too much damage, you can regrowth him and stuff like that. But with the Skink Oracle, you can only bring Earthblood, which doesn't heal that much. And you can see, he does kind of like bring them forward and get hit by the Javelins a few times. So he's getting low bit by bit. And we can just, you know, chill out here for a while. We just keep summoning Skin Wolves. He's going to summon some Cold One Knights, as I said. The way to counter that is Searing Doom and potentially Plague of Rust, but we're going to say Plague of Rust for the important characters. And now the Skink Skirmishers are coming forward to hit my Javelins, which allows me to kind of like push forward, use some spells, do quite a lot of damage to the Skink Skirmishers. And see here, so I'm like, oh wait, he sent his Skink Oracle first, and his animation like pushes him forward. So I'm like, okay, just cast a regular Plague of Rust, get the characters on him, get the Javelins firing on him, and you can see, he goes down real fast because the Javelins Anti-Large just really shreds them. And now, the Skink Oracle is coming towards us, and he's basically dead. Yeah! And now he has no spells. Skink Oracle is too expensive to really resummon. And, you know, Throg gets terror routed, but he has, like, pretty much no support right now. We pull back here. We're going to pull these guys back in here because he's trying to regroup. Dreadsaurian is, like, terror routing a lot of things, which is an issue, but we just need to fall back a little bit, summon some horsemen, and then use the Plague of Rust to basically just annihilate the Shredder at some point. But yeah, the Shredder does just annihilate our leadership. And yeah, these guys, as long as they don't like get hurt too badly, and honestly, if they fall down, they're immune. So that's honestly like decent for me. Oh, Nakai fell down too. They just love to fall down. But yeah, now we have this little He has some infantry there, sure, but we have a lot of firing going on here. And then once I see that the Dreadsaurian is coming here, I'm just gonna pull these guys out. So our strategy right now is wherever the Dreadsaurian is going, just avoid fighting there, unless we have a good firing line to shoot at him. So we can't really shoot over this rock here. So I'm gonna just like follow these skin wolves back. The spears can go in. Honestly, I don't really care about that too much. And while that's happening, we'll clear out some of the infantry so that we have a bit better position for my shooting, basically. And yeah, just more skin wolves for days. I think this one just kind of like got stuck. I think I am trying to pull them out, but they just kind of get stuck in there. What can you do? He probably should have like sent a lot more cav here to like try and flank these horsemen. That would have been a better idea. Try to use the Searing Doom to kill these Cold One Knights. Honestly, even though it mostly missed, we still did like a quarter damage, so that's not bad. And yeah, now that the Dreadsaurian is over here, we're like trying to push over here, get these skirmishers off the point, and to recap the point. And when the Dreadsaurian is coming back in, there's all these range units. Obviously, I didn't really position them super well, but I have enough to protect them. Throg and the Werekin are like regenerating, so I'm fine with that. The Cav is kind of wrecking us, but that's fine. And now, I think I did this because I saw the Dreadsaurian was coming back here, but because I started to send these guys back in, he needed to like send the Dreadsaurian here, and now you're seeing that I'm like pulling them back again because the Dreadsaurian is scary. But because he has so much invested over here, we are, as I said, able to like push these skinks off, recapture the point. Now he has to like get a double cav at some point. These feral cold ones are just getting rampaged in staying in the spears. We're trying to shoot the cold one spear riders a little bit. And we're positioning the hunters to just be able to shoot now. And you can see that he noticed it. Oh, these hunters are coming to attack me. So he's trying to attack. I think I just leave this hunter here as a sacrifice so that the others can like get in position. And then we'll use a Overcast Plague of Rust. We see a bunch of Marauder Horsemen, a bunch of Skin Wolves coming back, and we can just surround him because he's really overextended. Did I use it yet? Not yet. And oh yeah, even my Lord and Hero are coming in. There we go. Overcast Plague of Rust, lowered it down to 60, and now even these regular Marauder Horsemen can just shoot him down. The hunters are kind of dying, but we still have another hunter here. We're going to also bring these horsemen up there soon if we can. We can see quite a lot of damage. Oh, actually, no. Not that much. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then we use another Searing Doom here. These Cold One Knights are also going to get wrecked. Nice. And the Dreadsaurian is getting shot by all these Marauder Horsemen and by the Skin Wolves and by our characters. And then meat's back on the menu, boys. Yeah. What is it? What's the line? We fought monsters and we became them. And now that his Dreadsaurian is dead, his Nikai is also kind of trapped up here a little bit, surrounded by Skin Wolves, so he's probably going to die. You can see the value lead. I am very ahead. He couldn't even get much heals off, so we are definitely ahead. And now I just spam the Norscan Ice Wolves. Because, yeah, the Skin Wolves, they're still regenerating. They routed a few times, but they're still alive, which means they regenerate and can get some value back. Oh, I see. Throg is kind of stuck. Yeah, there you go. He's stuck on this one model of Cold One there. Stuff like that. But yeah, it is basically over. He lost like 2 and now going to be pretty much 3 expensive pieces that didn't really get to do too much. The Skink Skirmishers, they didn't really even get their cost back. He resummoned the Skink Oracle, but they're way too expensive. Way too late for that. Dreadsaurian, he cost like 3,400, so he didn't do very good. Nikai didn't do very good. Skink Oracle is like, I think 1,700 with just 1 spell or something, so very expensive. Throg and the Werekin didn't do too much, honestly, but as I said, they're mostly there to survive. Because if the Dreadsaurian attacked Wolfric like twice, I had to just make sure that he just never fights again. But Throg, he got hurt a lot, he ran away, and then we can just bring him back over and over again. Searing Doom pretty good, Plague of Rust. We got some really good value with this Marauder Javelin specifically. The rest did still decent. They're only like 550, so they got their value back. Marauders are just kind of like there to be like a shield. The horsemen did not great, but not bad. The werewolves, the skin wolves, I mean, again, they're mostly there for just tanking things, honestly. It's mostly the javelins that do the work. And then like skinks, they're just skinks. There's javelin throws that kind of okay. The cold ones are pretty bad. I think they used to be like 450. Now they're like 500 and they rampage. I think the cold ones are just too bad now. I think they used to cost 400 and then 450 and now 500. I think 500 is too much. Let's say like 475 and see if they're decent then. But I don't know, man. The cold one knights, they got even though some of them got decent value, they were mostly fighting skin wolves who regenerate anyway, and we just like searing doomed on them. The Croxagores he didn't even summon, so that was that. And then the last game is Slaanesh versus Tomb Kings. So I literally stole this build from Anticity because he played as a Beastman versus Slaanesh, and you just go for a bajillion chaff, a bunch of archers, and a bunch of like things that can kill infantry. Because if you have a lot of chaff, the only way Slaanesh can really deal with that is Forsaken. So if you can just kill the Forsaken, then they are not really that big of an issue. And then you just kind of like counter their Hellstrider spam with a bajillion cheap stuff. So Pavane is banned, so he brought Nikari because he does have where is it? Harvester of Souls, where if something dies completely, he heals quite a lot. He's also a very good sniping character. He's very strong. He got the passive and all that. Oh yeah. But he is very expensive. He even have Witsteel Sword, and honestly, there isn't much targets for him to hit. Because let's say even if he kills... Oh, I didn't really plan to put Hierophant on foot, but you know, he's on foot. So a foot character, if he gets attacked by Nikari, he's probably going to fall down. And by the time he gets up, Witstealer Sword is pretty much over. So I don't think Witstealer Sword is super good, especially against foot characters, but I guess he didn't know I was a foot character. Anyway, we have a bunch of Horse Calf, which is very versatile. We have a bunch of regular archers that are just going to sit behind. We're going to form a wall with these skeleton, both spearmen and swordsmen. And we also have the Kepra Guard, which, as I said, that's kind of like my counter to the Forsaken, because they will chew the Forsaken up. They have a lot of melee defense, a lot of melee attack, good anti-infantry. They don't have much armor piercing, but that's not really that big of a deal because they can heal. They're very tough. We also have chariots. So as I said, I am not too worried about Hellstriders if they have to like go through all these infantry. What I'm worried about is the Forsaken killing the infantry, and then the Hellstriders are allowed to get to my back line. So we have chariots that'll kill the Forsaken. He went for a lot of infantry in the beginning, which is very helpful for me. And because of this map, if he wants to like flank me this way, he has to like go all the way over here. If he wants to flank me this way, he has to go all the way over here. And if he doesn't like attack me, I'll just stay with these 2 points and just win through points. So he has to attack me at some point. And yeah, our skirmishers can just, even though the Forsaken are pretty good in armor, they'll still take damage. Like, oh, they also have physical resist, but yeah, still they'll take some damage. So I just want them to take damage, get killed, so that we can deal with the other stuff later. And now you will see that I'm kind of like sending things forward. As I said, Pavane is banned, which means I'm not really worried about him like picking my things off too much. So I'm just like sending these guys in forward, and because he has all the Hellstriders here, I was thinking, okay, can we get these skeleton chariots to like hit these guys, and then when he tries to react, we can just run back. That was kind of what I was doing, but I see him like go back even further, so I'm like, okay, that might be too risky now. Let's just fall back, because if he summons like a Hellstrider here and then like catches me, that'll be kind of bad. But yeah, you can see that he's really trying to like flank me. He's sending like 3 Hellstriders to flank me this way, so I'm like, okay, get some Tomb Guard, get some Necron Warriors, get something to like block up this area so that it's harder for him to flank. And then yeah, there we go. I think the chariots are gonna come in. Yeah, that was not great damage, but it's something to like kind of like force him to come up to me and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and also Hierophant has the heal. He got the Usarian's Incantation to kill Hellstriders. We got the Dijav's Cursed Blade to overcast and give anti-large if we need it. And yeah, you can see he wants to really flank, but this map is really bad for a flank. As I said, if you want to flank, it's like really far distances. And we can just like, move our archers here. They're shooting at these Hellstriders. They got shields, but they're still going to take some damage. We just want them to die as fast as possible. And I think I do send my chariots in here. Yeah, I think this one does some good damage. Yeah, that's decent. And then I think, yeah, we just charge this one as well. But then we want to like run away from the Hellstriders. This one kind of keeps going forward. I probably just mismicroed it. But now they're kind of stuck here. So I'm like, okay, he's grouping up here. I want to use the, the Sandstorm. But because my guy is like so slow, and because he gets like blocked up by these, I couldn't cast the Sandstorm in time, which kind of made me sad. But it's fine. Yeah, imagine if a Sandstorm was happening here. That would be great. But it did not happen. As for here, yeah, as I said, he has to go so far around to just try and flank me that he just like, okay, you know what? This is like gonna be way too risky. I'm just gonna not do it. And then he's gonna send the Forsaken in. I should send my Kepler Guard in there soon. No, I send my cavalry in just to stop them for now. And then the Kepler Guard gets in there soon, I think. But yeah, you can see that it is kind of the ideal situation, Oh yeah, here comes the Sandstorm. Does some damage to his guys, does a lot of damage to my guys, unfortunately, but actually I think that did more damage to my guys, but these are like literally skeleton spearmen. I don't care about that too much. Yeah, that went decently. And now that Nakari's in here, oh, aim and fire! He got no shield, he got no armor. Shoot him down! Oh yeah, here we go. The Tomb Guard, the Kepler Guard are coming over to kill the Forsaken. We still have this good old shield. If he wants to push in here, we can just summon some Cav to stop that. And you can see, because he doesn't have many ways to flank, he's just kind of having to like just grind it out. And even though he is decent at grinding, he is not doing great. Because we can just move the archers back. We'll just keep shooting. We got some Cav to protect if we need to. We got some chariots just kind of like chilling here. They're only 850, so he did fine. And yeah, because he was like, I think he was microing too much here. He didn't notice that I summoned more Nekara warriors, and I'm sending the Tomb and the Nekara warriors and the Nekara horsemen to just kill these guys. Yeah, see, these guys are almost dead. They didn't get their charge off. They're getting wrecked, and I can chase them down. My archers, yeah, the chariots, they're doing good, I think. Yeah, they almost got their cost back, and I didn't really use them that well even then. I should have moved these guys a bit earlier. I kind of forgot they existed, I'll be honest. I summoned the Ushabti on top of these Forsaken. That should help me out. Nakari's fighting on top of the Kepler Guard and the Tomb Guard a little bit. We're going to try to shoot him down at some point. Oh, what is this? Rampage? Yeah, there you go. He's rampaging me. But we still have a bunch of other archers up here. We can start shooting the Nakari soon. And then, yeah, his Cav here, one of them is, like, basically dead. This one decides to, like, try and come up here, but I'm, like, but he will get surrounded by all these, so that's fine for me. I guess I cast another Sandstorm. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, we kill a lot of his Cav. Because he has to, like, really push in, we just kill them, route them, and then just come back to stop the other ones from killing our things. Nakari is taking a lot of damage. Good old Nakari. Low armor Nakari getting kind of... I guess he was stuck or something. And so he took... Okay, he got the heal off. No, wait, that is not the heal. He's just using the speed to make him run away. But he's crumbling. And if he gets close, I'll just shoot him again. And because he really needs to shut down the archers, he's like overcommitting now. But it's kind of too late for him. You can see that I have higher value. We kill a lot of his Cav because he was like not microing them super well. I chase one of the Cav off. And I'm just a giant blob, and he's just gonna summon a bunch of Hellstriders. And Hellstriders are good, but they can't kill all this by themselves. Just numbers, man. Just go with the numbers. Yeah, we also start shooting the Forsaken just because they are slightly tough. Nakari's coming back. I noticed he's coming back, so I'm like, okay, archers, fire! You see that, Nakari? I don't want to see him anymore. Oh, and he just... wait, I thought Nakari died. Well, anyway. Yeah. Katep is very cheap when you just bring him on foot. I don't think I wanted to bring him on foot, but I did. I don't remember what I was doing, honestly. When I noticed he was on foot, I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted, but maybe that was actually a good thing. The Kepler Guard didn't do anything great, but they did kind of help kill the Forsaken a little bit, because, as I said, they're kind of the only potential issue, because if the Forsaken kill your front line, they'll get to your back line a bit more easily. Wow, this one got 1,400. And these guys, they did fine. Tomb Guard didn't do good, but he didn't really get to fight much. We just used the Nekara Horseman to just block things up. The Chariots didn't do great. Oh, this one did good though. This one didn't do great. I think that's the one that got caught out. As I said, if I cast a Sandstorm there, that would have been great, but we didn't. This one did really good. And as for him, he brought, as I said, mostly Cav. And if you just bring a bajillion infantry, the Cav won't do anything too special. So yeah, that was my tournament games with Maximillionare. As I said, I banned Vampire Counts, which is his main, because I don't want to fight his Vampire Counts. And that's it.